In this guide I'm going to be teaching you guys the rotation of a Frost Death Knight, the gemming of it, reforging, how to build your talent tree, and the glyphs. We're going to start out with the primary talents. I'd go with Unholy Blight. It surrounds the Death Knight with a vile swarm of unholy insects for 10 seconds, stinging all enemies within 10 yards every 1 second, infecting them with Blood Plague and Frost Fever. This will be useful with your Obliterate attack. The next thing I'd use is Lichborn. It's going to be used when you summon your Gal. It'll give you lots of health. Chillbanes, victims of your Frost Fever disease, are chilled, reducing their movement speed by 50%. So that is very useful. Death Pact is what will give you a lot of health. It drains a vitality from an undead minion, healing the Death Knight for 50%. An undead minion is your Gal. Runic Corruption. It gives you a chance to activate Rune Corruption, increasing your rune regeneration rate by 100% for 2.83 seconds. And the final one I chose is Remorseless Winter. It basically, you have to stand around somebody, and if you're by them long enough, it'll freeze them, so it counts as a CC for you. You're going to want to make a macro for your Summon Gal. You're going to want to have it raise the dead and then cast Death Pact. It's a simple macro. And you just put it down there, and when you're low health, cast it up. The glyphs you're going to want to choose are Glyph of Icy Touch, Glyph of Anti-Magic Shell, and Glyph of Strangulate. The minor glyphs you're going to want to choose is Resilient Grip. That's the only one that really matters, but the other ones don't really matter. But I like to get the Glyph of Geist because it makes a cool little gal looking thing instead of the normal one. And your Death Grip will no longer taunt the target, so minor glyphs don't really matter to a Death Knight. But those are your glyphs you're going to want to go with. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the rotation of a Frost Death Knight. I personally play my Death Knight as just a free rolling character, but when I am going to go into battle, I like to get up to them and cast all my cooldowns, which is Remorseless Winter, Anti-Magic Shell, Pillar of Frost, my Trinket, Strangulate if they're a caster, Unholy Blight, and then I like to open up with Obliterate, which does a lot of damage, and then basically just cast the things that are there to cast. But the main skills that you're going to want to use is Obliterate, because it does a lot of damage. Frost Strike for your Runic Power attack, and this does a pretty good amount of damage too. You're going to want to use Death Coil if they're running away, and same with Icy Touch, and same with Howling Blast. Necrotic Strike will absorb healing done to a target, so if they're a healer or they're getting heals, you're going to want to use this. Dark Simulacrum, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it basically if you're up against a target that is a caster, you put that on them, and when they cast, you gain that cast. Outbreak is another spread of diseases. Death Grip brings a target near to you. Death and Decay, this is optional. I like to use it for a nice AoE and to find people in an arena if they're stealth. And I like to have Lichborn over here just in case I need it. Pestilence will spread a disease. This is just a defensive. And these are the things that you're going to want to use. Mind Freeze is also a nice thing. It basically, if a target is casting a spell, you're just going to want to hit F2 and it will stop the casting. Now I'm going to show you some damage with a Frost Death Knight. As As you can see, Frost Death Knights do a lot of damage. When you're low on your runes, which you can find at the top left of your corner, they are right here, or your cooldowns, it'll show you with numbers right here of how long it will take till they are casted again. You're going to want to just cast Empower Rune Weapon, and it'll give you them all back. The next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is gemming, reforging, and what gear you're going to want to go with. I can't really tell you much about gemming, because I'm not really sure of the gem names, but I'd suggest you go to noxic.com, noxxic.com, and go to the Frost Death Knight PvP section. Or you can just Google Frost Death Knight PvP Guide, Noxic, and you just click that link, and it'll tell you all you need to know about gemming, reforging, etc. If you're taking a lot of damage, you're going to want to be in Blood Presence. If you want to do a lot of damage, do Frost Presence. This is if you're getting some heals and you're not going to die. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys some Frost Death Knight PvP in a battleground. Alright, that was PvP as a Frost Death Knight. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it a lot, and could you hit the subscribe button, hit a thumbs up, and leave me a comment and let me know how I did. Thanks for watching, subscribe, rate, and comment, and see you guys next video.
make